Okay. Yeah, I think that really helps, like visualizing the scale. And so yeah, that's cool. Everybody get that? Should we try it together? What's the first do?
This is do. You
Just
can use
do.
my hand actually.
Uh-huh. Oh, one hand do.
Do, and this is
Uh-huh.
me.
Right. Let's all try it. Let's all try it. Do,
Do,
and then
me,
Ray.
me.
Mi is flat, and then
And then fa is like this.
fa is like this. Uh-huh.
And this is so.
So,
Yeah. And this is la.
la.
Yeah. And this
Uh,
is ti.
T,
Yeah, and then do.
and then do. Oh, so do to do. Okay. What about like the notes in between?
Like maybe like a C sharp, like G sharp is like this is G sharp.
This is G sharp. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then F sharp. Oh my God, F sharp. What is
Uh-huh.
I've got F sharp. Like
Uh-huh.
I think for fa sharp it's called like phi. So
yeah,
then
it's called phi. Yeah, it may be like this. I've got it like
It's
phi.
like this.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just to like change a little bit of the directions.
Oh,
Twice like
interesting.
this or
Uh-huh.
oh, I've got it. Sorry.
Wow. Do you know, Amy? Did you learn this?
Well, yeah, because we had to learn it for like choir and stuff.
Oh, interesting. Cool.
Mhm.
Cool, cool, cool. Okay, so do, re, mi. Okay. Can we review just once more? Do, uh-huh. Do, re, and then mi,
Ah,
fa. Oh, okay.
so,
So, and then la, and then ti and do.
so.
Okay, okay, all right. Ming show me a do. Aaron, show me a ray. Oh, Aaron with an A. Amy, show me a me. Aaron, show me a fa. Oh, very good. Uh huh. Singing soul. Uh huh. And then I'll do a. Is this la? Okay, good. Mingy D. What is it? La T. And everybody do. Yay! All right. Okay, excellent. Very good. Okay, we'll do some. Maybe we'll start with some musical pop quiz to see. Okay, everybody, put your hands on the keyboard, and we're gonna type in our chat. Whoever gets the least score is gonna go first, and we'll go up from there. Okay. Okay. So the first question is: Who composed Appalachian Spring 1944? And I'll give you four choices: Benjamin Britten, Aaron Copland, Ralph Vaughan Williams, Eric Satie. And your answers, please, on the chat. Here we go. Oh, I guess everybody can kind of cheat. This is not fair. Okay. Um, this time,
You should have like the first person. You should have like the first person to like type some to like you should have like the first person do like a raise hand thing and then like have them type the answer and if it's like right or not.
We could just
like
send it
like
to
Jeopardy,
Sure. I don't know. We did
or you could just send
we could just
directly to me.
individually.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Just send it to me. Okay, not everyone. Directly to me. Okay. So the first
How do we
question.
send directly to you?
Oh,
just
you
go
go to and then you find my name in the chat.
Oh, okay.
You
All right.
see it? Okay.
Yeah.
So let's just consider that a warm up. Okay, it was Copeland. Very good. Okay. Okay, next one. Okay. Next question. Here we go. Ooh, I think this will be kind of hard. You probably don't know. Who brought the world Le Jour de Robin et de Marion 1280 to 83? Was it Adam de la Halle, Guillaume de Machu, Hildegard of Bingen, or Guido Arasso?
I can't even spell half of these. I can't even spell any of these names. How do you want me to answer
Okay.
this?
Yeah, I think this is a little bit hard for you. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. How about who composed the Wreckers? 1904. Oh, this is a contemporary music question. Okay, but take a good guess. Okay, Ethel Smith, Charles Edward Ives, Arnold Schoenberg, Edgar Varese. But think of the date. Who composed the Wreckers? Wreckers, 1904. I see. Uh huh. Okay. Okay. Okay, everybody got it wrong. It was Ethel Smith. Okay, sorry, I didn't know that either. Let's see. Oh, these questions are strange. Okay, hold on. I should have found better questions. Oh, here it is. Okay, who composed Peer Gynt, 1875? Ludwig van Beethoven, Edvard Grieg, Franz Schubert, or Hector Berlioz?
What's the name of the piece?
Peer Gynt.
Wait, no, I gave the wrong. Damn it, whatever.
So you have Beethoven, Grieg, Schubert, or Berlioz.
Oh, no, I know now. God dang it.
Don't cheat. Don't.
No, no, I didn't. I swear I didn't. No, I
Okay.
didn't cheat. I swear.
Okay. Any ideas, Xinying? Peer Gynt. It's actually a pretty famous piece. I think you guys will recognize it when you hear it. Okay. So, Erin 1, MYW 1. Okay. Peer Gynt was composed by Edvard Grieg.
Hey, let's go.
Okay, and who composed the Magic Flute, 1791? Oh, you guys should know this.
Come on.
The Magic Flute. Okay, you have Rossini, Mozart, Brahms, or Chopin. 1791. So you have Rossini, Mozart, Brahms, or Chopin. How about Erin and Erin? Oh, okay. Answer was Mozart. Magic Flute. 1791, guys. Mozart. Okay. Brahms and Chopin were not even born then. Okay. So let's go on to the next question.
We should ask some theory questions.
Some theory
No,
questions.
No, you took theory already. No, no. Unfair advantage.
Yeah, I'll come up with some theory questions next week. Okay, who composed Quartet for the End of Time, 1940? John Cage, Oliver Messiaen, Francis Poulenc, Colin McPhee. The End of Time, Quartet for the End of Time, 1940.
What are the names?
John Cage, Oliver Messiaen, Francis Poulenc, Colin McPhee. I'm starting to see some answers. I see Francis. Okay. Nobody got it right. It is Oliver Messiaen. But John Cage was a good choice. Okay. Okay. Who gave us Symphonie Fantastique? Mozart, Beethoven, Vivaldi, or Berlioz? Symphonie Fantastique. Mozart, Beethoven, Vivaldi, Berlioz. Erin with an E. Do you have an answer? No answer? Mozart, Beethoven, Vivaldi, or Berlioz? Okay. The answer is Berlioz. Okay. Yeah, Reina would have gotten this right because she's working on this right now for her orchestra thing. Okay. I don't think you guys will know this. Okay, how about 2 more questions, okay? Okay. Who composed La Traviata? 1853. Think of the date. And La Traviata, right? It's another opera. So just think about the famous opera composers. So we have Mendelssohn, Puccini, Verdi, or Strauss. I have one answer. Mendelssohn, Puccini, Verdi, or Strauss. Uh-huh. Okay, it was Verdi. Okay, we need to do some tiebreakers. So how about a few more until I see who gave us Tosca, 1900, another Italian opera. Gabriel, Puccini, Rossini, or Peri? Tosca. Gabriel, Puccini, Rossini, Peri. Rossini. Oh, yes. Some tiebreakers, yes. Puccini. Oh, okay, darn it. Okay, all right. So here are the scores. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then we just need to break this. That was Puccini, by the way. Oh, who composed Rhapsody in Blue? I'm not even going to give a name for this. You should just know. Rhapsody in Blue. Dun 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 bum 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 dum bum dum. Okay, I'll give you guys some clues. Heitor Villa-Lobos, Philip Glass, Jennifer Higdon. Who is that? George Gershwin. Who composed the Rhapsody in Blue? Maybe I shouldn't have given this clue. Okay. Okay. It was Gershwin. Okay, sorry.
Whose tie are we breaking here?
See, okay, sorry. Last question. Okay, I'm having too much fun with this. Okay, who composed the Ring Cycle? Strauss, Rameau, Wagner, or Schumann? And I think we'll end it here. Who composed the Ring Cycle? Strauss, Rameau, Wagner, or Schumann? 1848 to 74. Okay. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Oh, interesting. Huh. Strauss and Schumann. Okay. Yeah, you guys seem to think Strauss and Schumann. It was actually Richard Wagner. Yeah, the Ring Cycle. It's like it's like a 36-hour opera. Ring Cycle. If you ever have a chance to watch the Ring Cycle in person, do it. It's really an experience in and of itself. The music is incredibly long. It's like a marathon of scenes and stuff. Let's see. How long is the Wagner's Ring Cycle? 17 hours. Sorry about that. Okay, so yeah, Wagner's Ring Cycle, the entire music is worth 17 hours. It's amazing. So if you ever get the chance to see it, try it. Okay, all right. So who lost? Let's see. It looks like the final score was this. So I guess we'll start from Erin with an A, then go to Erin with an E, and then we'll just go Amy, Xinying, and then me. Okay, let's do it.
Okay, so I guess I'm finishing up the Mendelssohn second movement, so I guess I'll be playing through it.
Okay. Oh, are you just performing the second movement of the Mendelssohn?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. So here we go. Very nice. Very nice. Good, good, good. Why don't we today, since we have enough time, let's go around and maybe share what you liked about Aaron's playing. Just one thing. So we'll go from this list. How about this time we go from Mingy, Xinying, Amy, Aaron, and then Aaron, you don't have to compliment yourself. Well, you can if you want. So one thing that you liked about his playing, the Mendelssohn that he played, could be
Um,
specific or general.
his development part of this movement, it was pretty in tune, more in tune than me. So
Uh, da 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 da
yeah,
yeah
that sounds good.
yeah, and that's something that Aaron you presented last week too, right? Remember that? Da 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 da. Yeah, I agree. I think the intonation for that has improved a lot. So congratulations. And next is Sinying.
I like your phrasing.
Oh, the phrasing.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree. I think the phrasing, the long phrasings were really well,
very beautiful.
yeah, well executed. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I think the sustainment of the notes is a lot better now, Aaron. So that's good. Very good. Amy,
Um, I thought the sound was like really nice in general.
the tone. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, the tone quality was very nice and pure. Absolutely. And Aaron with an E.
I felt like when you repeated like the same phrase like the second time, like I felt like the intonation was like a lot better.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, the second time. Okay, interesting. Yeah, good thing to notice. Aaron, how did you feel about it?
I guess fine. I guess it was one of my better run throughs.
Oh, okay. You thought it was one of the better run throughs yourself too. Okay, what did you like? What did you like, and what are some things maybe you like to do better next time? There is.
I guess like past few weeks I've been working on like the intonation for like most of the piece.
Hmm.
So I think I did that decently well, but like the phrasing, like the decrescendos with the descending sixths and fourths weren't like where I wanted them to be. That's all.
In terms of like intonation or dynamics or character color, what?
Dynamics and phrasing, I guess.
Uh-huh. So something that you still want to work out. Okay, excellent, very good. Thank you for playing. Okay, and then the next person is Aaron with an E.
So I'm playing the same song I played last time, which is like Paganini number 13.
Yeah, Paganini
Um,
13. Mm-hmm.
yeah, and I guess I just wanted to work on like the first line for like more fluidness.
The first line. What is the first? Hold on, I'm pulling up the music. First line is, let's see. Oh, you
Like
mean
the
the
chromatic.
oh the chromatic thirds? Uh-huh. Okay. What was why? Can you explain to us more about why you wanted to do the chromatic thirds again?
Cause like it sometimes it's kind of hard to play because like either like my right hand gets tight and like won't go down the chromatics or like my left hand like the up bow wouldn't like go smoothly.
Hmm.
So
So was it right hand or the left hand that was the problem?
it's like I feel like it's more a right hand issue.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of both.
Both, yeah. Yeah, both. Okay. Great. So you wanted to focus on the descending chromatic thirds there?
hmm
Okay, excellent. And how did you practice it?
I like grouped the like I grouped them by like two and then like by three, like the chromatics and just kept working down
Uh-huh.
slowly.
Working down. Do you feel like you were successful or more successful this week than last, maybe?
Um,
What is your verdict?
maybe, but like also it's kind of like it either works or it doesn't.
Oh, so it's still kind of chance, you think?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It takes a little bit of time. Yeah. Okay. Well, how do you feel? Well, actually, let's hear it then. Or anything else you want to say?
No.
No? Okay. And are you playing through the whole thing? Yeah, you might as well. It's not that long.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Now, how did you practice the bum 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 bum? Can you show us how you practice that, Aaron?
Like the chromatics.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the chromatic thirds, because I think a lot of other things are definitely on the right track, but the chromatic thirds. Uh-huh. How did you practice that?
Basically just I group them and like work through it slowly. So
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Yeah, uh-huh, good. I wonder if you can maybe place, like mentally place specific like benchmarks or like yeah, so like Diam bum dum bum 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 bum. Try to think of those as like specific benchmarks. You know, the beginning of each one of these threes, Diam bum dum bum 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 bum. Those threes in a row. Can you just practice? Can you just try that for us? Diam bum dum bum bum. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Dum bum dum. Uh-huh. Dum bum 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 bum. Yes, 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 yes. And I think if you do that a couple times, I think you'll know exactly how many there are, and then you'll kind of. It's just nice to have specific grouping placed benchmarks, so that we don't go like da 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 da, and then we're just like, oh my gosh, how many are there, right? It's sometimes very hard to think. You know, it's like, oh my gosh, did I do 6, 9, 10, 11, 12? You know, especially when you try to be musical and go faster. And so I think it's nice for us to have those specific places where you go dayam, bayam, bum, Bum 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 bum. Yeah. Do you want to try that again from the beginning? Mm-hmm. And relax. Just do it. You can do it. Uh-huh. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yes. Good. And the last run, you're adding one. Yeah. Da yam bum 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Da dum ba ba. But then on the last one, you're going 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that make sense? Yeah. Okay. Do you want to try again, or you want to try again next time?
I don't,
What's that?
um, I don't know.
It's okay. We have the time today. It's no problem. Uh-huh. Do you want to try again? Da yam bum, and think this way: 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Uh-huh. And maybe slow down a little bit and really group it in mentally. Mm-hmm. Good. And now try slowly here. Uh-huh. Da yam ba yam bum 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 bum. Yes, there you go. That's right. That's right. Good, good, good. That's better. Does that make sense? Good. Yeah. Excellent. Okay. Great. I know this is really hard, but it's good. Every week, I think there's, you're on the right trajectory. Every week, there's improvement. Okay. Comments, compliments, positive things. Mingy, starting with Mingy, and we'll go again.
All the jumps with the thirds were pretty clean.
Yeah. Yeah.
Respect.
Yeah. Much better in tune than last time. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Singing.
Yes, I agree. Like it's much better than last week.
Mm.
And your how to see the shiftings. Yeah, I think it's very how to see uh like intonation. Like the shift is just from the how to see
Dum, bum,
very
bum.
clearly. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, the big jumps, the big interval jumps. Yeah. Uh huh. Yeah. Good. And then Amy,
Well, this is really specific, but the gliss is nice.
the gliss. Oh, which gliss?
Like the one at the very beginning, the first one.
Oh, the first one. Diam bum 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 bum. Die. Oh, you mean the dia? That one?
Yeah, and like
Oh, you like that one? Uh huh. Good. 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 Uh huh. Aaron with an A.
I found like on the descending chords while you're going down on the E string, like the thirds were very in tune.
Ah, okay. In tune. Okay. But one too many. Yeah. So that's good. Yeah. Excellent. Okay. How do you feel, Aaron?
Um, yeah, like I said, it like only works sometimes. So
Uh-huh. Okay. Only works sometimes? Yeah. But I think you're on the right track. Yeah. And then, you keep working at it, and then, your percentage, right, increases. The amount of times that it does work will increase with more practice, right? And trying to come up with different ways to think about, that passage. Okay. So that's good. Good. Good for you. Yeah, it's much better. Excellent. Okay, and next is Amy.
I have one section at the beginning of the Vieuxtemps concerto. Uh,
Okay.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
So basically, it's a bunch of 30-second notes, and it's hard because you have to fit all of them within 2 bars. And at the same time, make sure that each of the groups are in tune because they're all different from each other as well.
Uh-huh.
Um, should I just play it first to?
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can play as you explain or something.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
so I'll just play it first. So it's that.
Uh-huh.
Um, and then I can practice it by like if you take one group of those, so just
Uh-huh.
one piece, I can first play it through slowly just for the intonation to know what the hand shape is, and then I can also practice it by adding one note at a time. So and just doing that for each of the groups.
Uh-huh. So what was the problem here? It was just general intonation?
General intonation and also just being able to play it fast and one after another.
And this is interesting because in this passage, when you play slowly, right, it's fine, but when you play fast, the intonation problem arises, right? And why is that?
um, like when you play it fast, your hand doesn't pay as much attention to the intonation or all the intervals, I guess. So you have to go through it like note by note to make sure that each one is in tune.
Yes, that's right. And especially with things like this, and I think you'll notice this, and I'm sure not just you, but everybody will notice this. But when you play like scales or passages that kind of are like roundabout scales or things like this, right? For some reason, when you play the hand, you have to exaggerate the intervals, the distances between the fingers. So if it's a whole step, you have to exaggerate the distance and make it bigger. If it's a half step, you have to squeeze even harder when you play fast. And I don't know. I'm sure people who like study anatomy or human physiology or physics or whatever probably can explain this better than I can. But I think my theory is that when we play fast, of course, the hand muscles they contract more, right? It's obviously more tight and they work harder. And so what happens is that when we play slowly, the muscles are nice and relaxed, and so you're able to gauge the distance a little bit better. But when you play fast, the hand gets tighter, right? And so then naturally, because it gets tighter, it's going to get closer together. So that's why we have to exaggerate the distances between the intervals between pairs of the fingers to have the same effect as when we're playing slowly. At least that's my theory. But if anybody else has any ideas on this or more scientific explanation as to why that happens, feel free to chime in. And so you're right. This passage is deceivingly difficult, even though they seem like pretty basic notes. You're right. And so, yeah, there's a challenge of when you're speeding it up, it just sounds out of tune, and you have to really pay attention to the intervals. Okay, great.
Should I go on?
Yes, yes, please.
Okay. Um, I guess right after that, there's two bars where you have to go really high up on the G string. So um, I'm practicing the shifting there and also trying to make the sound clear when it's up high on the G string. Um, yeah. I can also practice it by like if you take I don't know how to explain this, but if you take the finger that's already placed down on the fingerboard and then use that finger to shift, then it helps once you play it normally. If that makes any sense.
So beyond fifth position, like when you keep the finger down to shift, absolutely, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Why does that make perfect sense? Can anybody explain that? or what you think?
I mean, it works as an anchor for me. I can keep my hand shape and shift, though I don't really have that. I don't have too much of that. Although it does help for like the third passages I have to play. Like it serves as like an anchor.
Mm. Hmm. Anybody else? No? Yeah, I think so. When you play like a succession of like 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 or 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3, if you keep the one down and shift, right? Not going like 1 2 3 and then shift 1 2 3 shift. It doesn't work. 1 2 3 shift, 1 2 3 shift, 1 2 3 shift. It's like I don't know, and I keep saying this, but I don't know if you guys know a typewriter. Has anybody here seen a typewriter? Maybe
Well,
has.
it's
I think maybe our age might be the last age to have, or generation to have actually seen a typewriter. But if you look at a typewriter, right, it's a similar function because like the machine like on a sorry, I'm just gonna unmute myself. Okay, so like if you look, the machine, like the way that in Xinying, you can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if I'm remembering this 100% correctly, but like there's like a paper, right? And then I think the machine like you can see visually like it goes type like you can see like actually the machine moving across the page, yeah. Okay, yeah, and then after that it shifts back here and then it goes blah 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 and it comes back. And so when I think about shifting, I think about the typewriter because the typewriter always holds its position, right? Or it remembers its position and then moves very methodically. It's not just like random, bits and places like, we see on the computer, but it literally goes this line here and then paper goes up, shift. Yeah, and then line here, paper goes up, shift, right? And so our shifting movement is very much like a typewriter on the fingerboard. Yeah, 1 2 3 shift, 1 2 3 shift, 1 2 3 shift. But if at any time the typewriter loses the paper, it's impossible to find the same place on the page again. And that's the limitations of a typewriter because it only remembers physically from where it was, right? It's not like a computer where it remembers like, oh, on this pixel or that pixel or at 1,200 times, whatever. It doesn't remember specific areas in the screen as a computer does, right? It's a typewriter. It has a very limited capacity of memory. Well, there's not even a memory. It just goes physically. That's how it functions. And so, yeah, I think that 1 2 3 1 2 3 something, holding down that finger while shifting absolutely is very helpful. But much like a typewriter, I think. Okay, sorry, Amy. Continue.
Yeah, that's okay. That's it for that section. Should I just play it like straight through?
Sure. Yes. Okay. Good. How do you feel?
Oh, I missed one of the harmonics.
You missed one of the harmonics? Yeah, you seem a little unhappy about it. Do you want to try again? Take two. Here we go. Was that better?
Yeah.
Yeah? Are you satisfied? Not satisfied? Yeah, satisfied enough for now?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay, let's go around. Comments, please.
Uh,
I mean,
Oh yes.
yeah, I think you played very good, like, especially like this last time. Like the phrase, like you made a very, how to say, characteristic. Is that correct word to see that?
Character. Uh huh.
Uh,
Bringing out that character. Uh huh.
yeah, and like the last line, the G string. Yeah,
The G string. Uh huh. Soul
yeah,
G.
yeah, I think it's very good. The intonation,
Mm-hmm.
the very clearly sound. Yeah,
Yeah.
the fingerings. Yeah.
Getting better. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Next, is it Aaron with an E? Uh huh.
Yeah, I was also gonna comment on the G string part that like even though it's probably hard to play up there, like you still played it pretty like loud with like character, and
Uh
like
huh.
all your runs are really good too. So yeah.
Great. Aaron with an A.
I thought that like throughout the piece the dynamics were pretty good, and yeah.
Oh, the character. Okay, dynamics and character. Okay, Amy. How? What did you think?
I mean, I could still work on like the 30-second note part, but it's getting there.
Uh huh. Yeah, it's getting there. Uh huh. But it's getting better. Yeah. Good. Excellent. Thank you. Okay, who's next? We did Aaron, Amy. Xinying. Yes.
So I'm going to practice the beginning of Lalo concerto. Yes. Um, the beginning is hard. It's very hard. Like the how to say, the shifting, like exactly play like the perfect fifths and imperfect fourths. So I think that's the difficult part. Uh, so should I talk about how practice or
Yes. Yes. Yes.
like the first thing I feel it's like for sliding and then and you know like how much distance is between each other, and then you can hear it, and also you can look at it like how much distance is, and the fingers can feel it. Uh, and after that, I think you can. I will like set my fingers before I play. You see, like this is higher.
Yes.
I feel which is helpful is that you have that in your head before you
Do the next time. Yes.
yeah, like always. I feel like when I play slowly, after the A, then I have that sound in my mind, and then I play. I feel it's better than I didn't think about it and play it. Yeah.
So not practicing like mindlessly.
Uh,
So yeah, thinking about every single time and what can be better the next time and the next time and the next time.
yeah, and also you can like sing it like a. And then you have that, you can see it and you can have that in your head. Yeah, and I feel it's better to have the intonation. Yeah, have the
Uh huh. The intervals there. Uh huh.
yeah. And also one more thing, like you recommend like this week for the bowings. It's very, I feel like very differences. The big differences if I didn't do like this motion you recommend. Uh, the sound changed a lot. Uh, but I still working on it. Right now I can like maybe I can reach to further, but I get the motion, the movement, but my fingers still not can do like your
Oh.
like your fingers, your
Uh huh. Oh, like the circular motion of the hand. Uh huh.
Yeah, I
Uh huh.
can show like I can, but not like big movements
Uh huh.
like.
Uh huh. Yeah. Well, you keep working on it. I'm sure it'll happen. Yes.
I hope so.
Yeah, I'm sure it
So
will.
hard.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. It takes a lot of
I look at you always very naturally, like
oh
yeah, very how to say, it's just every part you can move.
uh-huh.
I mean, I feel like maybe my left hand is a little better than my right hand.
Could be. Yeah, could be. Could be the
So I
case.
just like a practice, like doing this kind of thing, like using my left hand.
Mm.
Then I think about like how my the feeling of my left hand.
Hmm.
Then I try my right hand, like
Right.
does this move, and
Uh-huh.
then yeah,
You know, I think yeah, it definitely I think you'll find it as you teach more too that I think yeah, most students and most people have a better developed left hand than the right hand, and I think that is true for majority of people because yeah, even from the beginning, you know, I think when we teach and when we learn, we're always thinking about like intonation, 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 you know. It's the number one thing, right? We're not talking about like artistic qualities of the right hand or sound making or phrasing or you know styles that comes much later, I think. And so yeah, we're always focusing on intonation, 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 and vibrato, vibrato, vibrato. So I think yeah, most people tend to have their left hand developed much more than their right hand. In the beginning as stages. But yeah, so yeah, I think you'll see that more often as you know you teach more as well. Yes. Okay. Are you going to play for us?
I hope.
Okay.
Okay.
You could do it.
Not again.
Okay. How did you feel about that?
You put a fire from A to E.
Uh huh.
You get it.
Yeah.
But the beginning, I got it.
Uh huh. Yeah. Okay. Do you want to try again?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that was a lot better. Good. Yeah, the intonation was right there. Excellent. Is that it? Are you gonna go on, or is was that it?
Yeah, that's the beginning.
Oh, that was the beginning. Okay. Can you try a little faster? Bum bum bum. Yeah. Okay. Great. That was much better. Thank you. Comments?
Solji was pretty good. I like.
Soji was good. Okay. Next. Oh, I guess we did singing. Is it Amy now?
Yeah, it was perfectly in tune, like the second and third time we played it. And yeah, I think your sound quality is also really good.
Great. Erin with an E.
Oh yeah, like the times after the first time we played it was really in tune, and also I really liked how much like bow you were using.
And Erin with an A.
I thought overall the intonation was pretty good.
Okay, good. Now, Xinying, what did you do from the first time to the second time to the third time? Because each time it did get better, right? So, what did you think that you were doing with each time you were trying?
Mm, like when the first time, I feel like, especially the second, the A to E, like I'm like out of tune. And then the first time, I feel I didn't prepare. I feel like I'm not ready. And then the second time, uh, I know like I know where I should improve. And then I think that part is getting better. And then the second time, I think everything how to see the music, how it goes, and how to say, like I have more get ready for it.
Uh huh.
Bowings, like the intonation, the fingerings. Mm.
Yeah, I think that you bring up a really good point because so each time you took the time to analyze in your head, think about, I want to do this better, this better, that better, and then you had the mental focus there to execute these things. And I think that's something that we develop over time, right? With age and experience, I think we learn how to focus and concentrate and analyze better each time we do things. And that was very evident in your three takes that you did. Each time there was a clear evidence of something was better, and I think it's very clear. And so for the rest of students too, I think you guys will, as you age and as you have more experience, you'll get better at this process as well, right? From first time to the second time, third time, and this is really in the end what we call efficiency in practicing, right? So the better we are at doing this, analyzing after each time what needs to be better, and then being able to concentrate and execute, then our practice is much more efficient, right? Rather than doing something like a million times, kind of like, oh yeah, I'll just do it a million times, move the fingers around, and hope that it's in tune. Each time we're thinking and thinking and thinking, analyzing, and I think so. You practice less but get greater results, right? But of course, you can't even get here unless you start with the brute force method, which is just practicing a lot, getting it to work, right? And then once you practice a lot and you get into that discipline, right, then you try and figure out ways to be even more efficient and to improve upon what you have. And so, yeah, that's I think that's the progression and the trajectory that we should all be kind of aiming for. So yeah, thank you. Next, last but not least, Mingy.
Yeah. I have a passage of thirds to play, and it's not very fun because thirds are
From
hard.
the Paganini.
Yeah, yeah. I don't. There's not much else to say. Thirds are hard. So, uh,
Wait. Explain to us. Okay, so what makes this specific passage difficult? What did you do to practice, etc.?
okay. So what makes this hard is you have to play one. You have to play 1 2 1 2 over and over, and you have to shift between all of those. And that's, I mean, getting one of these, but that, like, getting one of those in tune is already hard enough. Then you have to shift, and then that a lot of times, and that's hard. So, and then I have to phrase on top of that, but that's not important now. But yeah, that's it. So what I
Is it something about these thirds or all thirds in particular are difficult? Are you having trouble with all thirds or like just this like specific thirds? Maybe on like the specific two strings. like the inner two strings versus the outer two strings or the lower two strings? Do you find that the inner two string thirds are particularly more difficult than the other ones?
I find them to be the easiest.
But you find this one to be the easiest.
I find it easiest to play thirds in the middle two strings, unless it goes too high, but then that never happens. So like,
Ah. Yeah, and I think different people will have different issues, you know. Some people will have more difficulties with the outer two strings, inner two strings. So those things are good things to notice, right? Because the next time you encounter a new piece, you can think, oh yeah, look, there's inner thirds. Oh, there's the outer thirds. Oh, I should probably work on that, right? And so you're able to prioritize your practicing even more efficiently the next time you have something like this. Okay, good. Can you show us how you practiced it?
so I start off. And then I build the fourth. So like do that. So like basically it's just me going back and forth trying to listen to if it's in tune. And after I find the fourth, I finish the third. So it sounds like. And then for security, trill it a few times because yeah. So that's like a single group. There's like two notes, and then you have to practice shifting. So there's a bunch of ways to do that. I usually I keep the two and the four. I shift up. And then you build the fourth again. And you build the third. And so like and then you practice shifting from the 2/4. And you build the fourth again. And then yeah, so it's like it's usually just like I usually spend like a half an hour just trying to listen for this thing.
Okay, good. And then I forget what context we were talking about this earlier about typewriting and holding down the one, right? In this case, you're holding down the one and the three, right? When you're shifting, da 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 da. Okay, now how is this one though? How does practicing in this third add slightly more complexity to the shifting than just holding an individual finger down?
The thirds can vary, and that's yeah. We have major and minor thirds exist, so you have to figure out what hand shape.
Absolutely. So in this case, right, the A to C sharp, right, that third, that's a what kind of a third?
Major.
Major third. So it's small third or a big third.
Small.
Good. But then when you go to C sharp to the E, what happens there? Yeah, that's right. Can you turn around a little bit and show us how? So show us like that opening of the hand where you go from that third, small third to the big third as you shift. Uh-huh. How about without omit the two and four and just go da
There's like a way I can do this.
yeah, that's fine too. Yeah. So then the one and three, right, as it slides, has to open up this way, right? So you go da ya.
Actually, I tend to just do so I tend to just keep the hand shape and then depending on which finger I want to keep. So like I could do. So I keep the C sharp, but I'm playing an E sharp instead. And then after that, I like.
Oh, and then you move back.
And then I move back. And then like this is what it feels like. And then I can also keep the one down. So now it's a C natural, so I have to move my 3 up, and I can also feel around.
Good. So I think there's variety of ways to practice this, but I would recommend that you also implement or you try practicing just the opening up. So this has to do with a little bit of physics, right? Because you're moving in this direction, okay? So you want to keep the direction of the hand and the movement linear rather than like going up and then down, right? That's two movements in two different directions. But if you can somehow move the hand in one direction, so you're going up this way, and then if you can also open up as you go, that would, I think, be the most efficient and the effective way to do it. So maybe perhaps you can try that, that kind of practicing.
I also practice like this, like just.
Yeah. Uh huh. Okay, so you also practice that in addition to the other ones. Okay. Good.
The other 2 are more for just to like, it's just to feel because like sometimes I don't always go to the same position.
Right.
So like it helps if like if I like overshoot, if I undershoot, and I can like.
That's good. So you're attacking it from multiple fronts. That's good. Yeah. Okay. So I hope that makes sense for everybody that's listening. Yeah. Okay. Excellent. Is that it?
That's like the first, and then checking for fourths, and then there's the shift. Usually I just take my hand off and just try to find it on its own. That's not right. And that's how I practice.
Okay. All right. So it's a whole passage of thirds, yeah?
Yes. Yeah, and then coming down. So it's the same thing, building fourths. I also practice in like variations in bowing.
Okay. Good.
And then most of this is just really just metronomes.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right. You're going to go for it?
I'm probably not. I'm not warm, but yeah.
Do your best. You can do it. Okay. All right. Good. All right. Comments? Well, to tell you the truth, I think this is the most in tune I've ever heard these thirds. So good. Congratulations. Very good.
It'll still be more in tune.
Yeah, but it's the most in tune it's ever been. So that's good. Good for you.
What's also hard is I have to copy.
Huh?
What's also hard is that you have to. I'm playing this. I'm not playing this isolated, so that's hard.
Yeah, right. So good for you. Okay, good. Comments? Positive comments?
That is very good. Yeah, very good job. And also like your boys, your right hand was very good. Yeah, very clearly, very good control.
Good. Next, Amy?
Like your practicing is really thorough, so it's like, yeah, very animated.
Yeah, it's all about how you practice, right? And he is very thorough in attacking it from multiple ends, so that's good. Yeah, I'm glad you noticed that. I think everybody should really notice the way you practice. It makes so much difference. Erin with an E?
Yeah, like the slurred parts are like really smooth. And then like once you got to like the staccato or like spiccato parts, they're like pretty like yeah, like attached or yeah.
Right. Clean. Good. Erin with an A?
I thought your spiccatos were pretty well in sync with your thirds.
Oh, the synchronization between the two hands. Yeah. Good. How did you feel, Mingy?
I should have paid. I probably could have paid more attention to the hand shape on the slurs, because
The
actually
third.
the slurred parts I could probably pay a little more attention. It was, well, I mean, I'm looking at my hand, but it's like I have to. It's the same hand shape, so I just have to like remember to keep it.
Right. Yeah, that third is the same, right?
Yeah, and then
Okay. What did you like?
what did I like? I'm gonna try this again.
You want to try again? Okay.
I don't remember anything I specifically liked. I was just like, eh.
Okay. Try to think of something that you like.
Nope. Okay, that was objectively worse than last time. But
Yeah.
What was it? The 1 3 2 4. That was more in tune. I like that.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Some things were better, some things maybe not. Yeah. Okay, so you give and take. So in the end, we still need to keep practicing to, get more consistency. But I think in general, everybody is doing really well.